There is a remarkable gap at the center of the ND plus supplement conversation. Companies sell products with confident claims about elevating ND plus levels. Consumers spend hundreds or thousands of dollars annually on those products. And the majority of both parties never check whether ND plus levels are actually changing. The supplementation is faith-based in the most literal sense, a belief that the biochemistry is working as advertised, unsupported by measurement. This isn't a minor inconvenience. It's a fundamental methodological problem that makes it impossible to evaluate whether your chosen ND plus protocol is doing anything, and if so, how much. Direct NAD plus blood testing exists. Companies like Ginfinity and Intricell offer whole blood NAD plus quantification, which measures ND plus in red blood cells as a proxy for systemic ND plus status. The tests typically cost between $300 and $500. They're not covered by health insurance, not widely available through conventional medical providers, and not standardized enough across laboratories to allow direct comparison of results between different testing platforms. These limitations are real and reduce the clinical utility of the tests, but they're better than no measurement at all. For consumers invested in optimizing their ND plus protocol, and particularly for those spending significant money on expensive precursors like NMEN, the cost of a baseline NAD plus test followed by a post-intervention test after 60 to 90 days of supplementation represents a rational research investment. If ND plus levels are measurably elevated, you have evidence that the supplement is producing its intended biochemical effect. If they're not, you have evidence that your protocol needs revision. Making this determination without testing is guesswork regardless of how well-designed your protocol appears on paper. Proxy biomarkers offer imperfect, but more accessible alternatives. Biological age clocks, tools like glycanage, phenoage, or Horvath methylation clocks, measure aging-associated biomarkers in blood and produce an estimated biological age. Using these before and after an extended supplementation period can identify whether your protocol is producing aging-relevant changes. Though these clocks have their own precision limitations and can't attribute changes specifically to NAD plus elevation. Fasting glucose, insulin sensitivity markers, and inflammatory markers like CRP provide metabolic data that may reflect NAD plus dependent metabolic improvements. Subjective tracking of energy levels, exercise recovery, and cognitive function is inherently imprecise, but captures real-world functional outcomes. Genetic testing adds another dimension. Variants in genes including NNMT, NMPT, and NADSIN1 affect NAD plus synthesis, clearance, and utilization efficiency. Some individuals are genetically predisposed to produce and maintain NAD plus effectively. Others have variants that impair the pathway. Knowing your genetic profile could theoretically help predict which precursor, niacin, NR, or NMEN, is most likely to produce meaningful NAD plus elevation for you individually. This precision approach is still more aspirational than practical for most consumers, but the principle that NAD plus response is individually variable is well supported and important. The bottom line is straightforward. If you're not measuring, you're not optimizing. You're spending.